would like to welcome you to our Saturday night Joyful Gathering Spiritual Center, spiritual talk, an inspirational talk, and a prayer. Saturday nights, 7 p.m. until we can open in person again, which we're hoping will be in January. We'll see. My name is Reverend Margaret Palagye, and I'm so glad that you have joined us this evening, the Saturday after Christmas. And I'd like to direct you to our website, joyfulgathering.org. On the website, we have so many different classes, events, the upcoming talks. We have all the information that you need to find out what we are doing, a joyful gathering, while we're on this hiatus. But we are still here. We are a presence, so we're not going anywhere. And so we would also encourage you, while you're on our website, to check out our donation button, and if you feel so called to donate to our ministry, it's right on there, the address, Venmo, PayPal, whatever you want. We are here for you. Also, on our website are the names of all of our ministers and practitioners who you can call at any time, and they will pray with you. And this is a service that they offer out of the love in their heart. So let's just begin this evening then, the Saturday before the new year, by taking a nice deep breath, because we are breathing in peace. And we are exhaling peace. We are breathing in love and exhaling that love. Yes. And so this entire month of December, we have been discussing the gifts of the season, which brings us to this evening, where we are going to discuss the greatest gift of all. And I know that's a really bold statement, and you might say, well, how does she know what the greatest gift of all is for me? So we each might have a different gift, but I think following tonight's talk, you'll understand why I am saying this is the greatest gift of all. And I think it is pretty darn important for us to really get what the greatest gift is, because it allows us to live our life with clear intention based on a strong foundation. So it's appropriate that we talk this evening about this particular gift that is so important on the last week of the year. As we're embarking on a new year, 2021. I'd like to welcome all of you here this evening, because we're going to be talking about a gift that is really, really, really important for all of us, and it's the gift of a clean slate. That's just part of it. The gift of infinite possibilities sitting in front of us, and actually sitting within each and every one of us. The gift of living in a universe where everything truly is possible. It is just waiting in the unformed substance to be brought into physical, tangible experience for us. In my message research, I ran across a poem that sets the tone for tonight's gift. And it's by that wonderful, prolific author, Anonymous. And it goes like this. I am the new year. I am an unspoiled page in your book of time. I am your chance at the art of living. I am your opportunity to practice what you have learned over the last 12 months of your life. All that you sought in the last year and failed to find is hidden within me. I am waiting for you to search it out. and this time with more determination, providing you with clearer intentions and fewer conflicting beliefs. In me lies, this poem is still going on, in me lies the potential of all that you dreamed but didn't dare to do, all that you hoped but did not perform, all that you prayed for yet did not experience. These dreams slumber lightly, waiting to be awakened by the touch of an enduring purpose. Yes, I am the new year. So that's kind of what we base this talk on this evening. All the good that you tried to do, these are two really important statements. All the good that you tried to do in the last 12 months and didn't achieve is mine to grant. The new year can grant this to you. It's a new beginning, Providing, however, that you have really clear intentions, really sharp intentions, and fewer conflicting beliefs. And I want to spend our precious time together today, helping you achieve all the good that you didn't achieve last year, by giving you an opportunity to release those conflicting beliefs, and by looking at the idea of setting intentions, clear, precise intentions. So let's move on to the first part then. Fewer conflicting beliefs. Release those beliefs that do not serve. And maybe you've heard of the story by Mark Twain. It's the story of the jumping frog of Calaveras County. This frog could outjump any frog from all over the country. He was the champion of all champions, until one day a stranger came into town and he forced this frog's mouth open and he filled it with quail shot. The frog, heavy and hunched, couldn't move. He was so bogged down, he couldn't move. And so he lost to the stranger's untrained frog. He didn't achieve the good that he desired because he was weighed down in a physical sense. We, on the other hand, often don't achieve the good we desire because we are weighed down in a metaphysical sense, in an emotional sense. And so in a moment, I'm going to give you a list of the ways that we metaphysically can be weighed down. But rather than just have you sit there saying to yourself, yep, that list is right, that's a correct list, I'm going to have you work with me on it. We're going to do something this evening. We're going to move it forward for the new year. That's what we're going to do. So think of something that in the last year that you did not accomplish, that you had wanted to happen. Just think of something. This year, it's rapidly coming to an end, so we need to really be clear in our intention. Was it a certain level of health or financial abundance? Was it a deeply satisfying love relationship in your life? Or was it providing you with clearer intentions and fewer conflicting beliefs? So we are moving deeper into laying the foundation. It could have been a joyous work or greater social connections, although right now our social connections are very interesting. We'll just leave it at that. We're very interesting social connections, but look, I'm here, you're there. We're still connecting. You see, we're still connecting different ways of getting it done. Clear intention, community. Was it a feeling that you have truly made a difference on mankind? Was that your intention? Just think of one for you. Think of one thing that you really desired to achieve but didn't make it happen yet? And you can answer this in your own heart. And with that in mind, think if any of these ways could be how we weigh ourselves down. Because we are masters, are we not, at weighing ourselves down. We weigh ourselves down by clinging to the mistakes we might have made, by going over them, by worrying about them, and continually condemning ourselves for having made them. Could be a possibility. We weigh ourselves down by doubting our abilities. We weigh ourselves down by suspecting that we are not good enough, smart enough, attractive enough, or whatever it could be. Could happen. We weigh ourselves down by continually looking at the hurdles in our paths and by magnifying them rather than looking at the finish line. This is when we come from the vision as if it already happens, not this is where I gotta get this finish line up here, which really doesn't exist, but this is where we gotta get to. This is the metaphysical way of doing this, is being in the vision at that finish line and then holding that vision for the rest of us to catch up to it. Then it really, really works. We manifest like crazy, and we do it in a precise manner when we come from the vision. We can weigh ourselves down with fear. Fear that this or that circumstance is going to go wrong or work against us. We weigh ourselves down with regrets for what we did, what we said, or what we didn't say. We weigh ourselves down with hurt and resentment or anger over circumstances and events that happen to us. These are all weighing us down, bogging us down. We weigh ourselves down by having a belief that things outside of ourselves, and that's the everything, the economy, the political scene, the pandemic, all of this stuff that is going on outside of us, we believe that it controls us. It does not control that divinity within each and every one of us. Nothing and no one can control that. It just is, and it's perfect in every way. So right now I'm going to give you an opportunity to release the conflicting beliefs that you have held onto and that have held you back, to get the lead out, if you will, so that we can begin the new year with a clean slate of infinite possibilities. Ernest Holmes said this, The Science of Mind. It is necessary that we release all thoughts as well as all things that clutter our lives. And I say to myself, we clean out closets, we clean out drawers, we clean out everything. When was the last time we really cleaned out and cleared out our thought system in our minds? Be conscious of what we are thinking. Remember, once you release something, you won't take it back. You're making the commitment through this exercise we're going to do to let it go. No longer dwelling on it, beating yourself up over it, or focusing or talking about it, or using it as an excuse. And remember, in the Four Agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz spoke about being impeccable with your word. That's what we're going to be doing this evening and hopefully into the new year, the whole year. And so this is what you're going to say. I'm no longer entertaining that thought, whatever that thought was holding you down. I'm no longer going to entertain that thought, because on Saturday, December 26th at 7:15, I released it. Think of that. On this day, Saturday, December 26th at 7:15 p.m., I think it's the 26th, I released it. Let it go. So let's just take a deep breath together and just know that any belief that we might be holding on to that no longer serves us is now just terminated, is dissolved, is disintegrated. It is absolutely gone into the nothingness from which it came. And we are moving forward in our lives. We are moving forward with a clean slate and clearer intentions, because the universe is filled with infinite possibilities. And now, take another deep breath. Now, and think about a belief, maybe two, that you really, really want to release. You want to release this in this brand new year. How are you being impeccable with your word? Think to yourself, I am no longer entertaining that thought, which means a belief. I am no longer entertaining that belief in my consciousness now. It is no longer a part of me. No longer a part. We're moving forward now, so just breathe that in. Think of a thought now, or an affirmation that you are here to embrace, that will help you release the belief that no longer is serving you. Remember, this new year is saying to you from our poem, all the good that you tried to do and didn't achieve last year is mine to give. Providing you have clearer intentions and fewer conflicting beliefs. And step into the greater possibility by having clearer intentions. Intentions, this is important, founded on love. So we release that other belief, and we just come back to this date, this time that we have released it, Saturday, December 26th at 7:15 p.m. It's gone. And now we're going to move into focusing on greater possibilities, focused on love, grounded and anchored in the foundation of love. And I don't want to talk this evening about specific goals, specific visions, desires that we might have for our lives. No, I want to spend a few moments right now looking at the foundation on which we set our intentions. And that is the foundation of love, that divine love. We all have the power to create infinite possibilities, but if it is not founded on love, we are missing. We're missing out. We're misusing the power also. While we may get what we want, we might not get what we want, because sometimes when we manifest something that we really want and then we've manifested it, right? It's in your life. We're enjoying it. There it is. How long does that joy last? The feeling is still empty within. And when that happens, then the manifesting is useless, because you just move on to wanting more. Something you prayed for and intended to get, and you find that nothing within you really changed. Nothing changed. Like if I could just get this, then I would be happy. If I would just find this incredible relationship, I would be so happy. No. We manifest those things many times and we find we're still the same, because it wasn't based on the foundation of love, that strong foundation of love itself. Pitt-Iram Sorokin, this is a Russian-born American sociologist who founded the Department of Sociology at Harvard University. After living through two of the most harsh periods in history, just before and just after the revolution in Russia, he once wrote this: Someday mankind will learn what individuals have always known, that love is the only true creative force in the world. And here, quoting from The Architecture of All Abundance by Lenedra Carroll, she writes this: love is the essence of the mysterious empty space, the prana, life force, the very breath of the universe. It is the source of healing and miracles. The Christ, the Buddha, and many others have shown us that it can be achieved in human form. They are the enlightened ones that we speak of. They taught us, and they're always enlightened with love. Remember that. They taught us that this love energy is always fully available. It's not out of our grasp. When science does develop the technology to measure the highest frequencies of love, as well as that empty space, that frequency of empty space, we will discover what the sages of all times have always known. They are the same. It is all love. It is all that love consciousness. It is in the empty space, and it is in all spaces, because it is the foundation of creation. Love, in this elevated way of thinking and accessing, is the most profoundly balancing energy in the universe. It is the cohesive factor that allows everything, all life, to be held together. It's the glue of the universe. It is the platform from which our dreams can take place. Love is, it just is, and it is the purest energy that exists. The energy that allows a sprout, a seed, to become a great oak. Here is the means to create heaven on earth. No matter what circumstances are going on around us. Get a clear intention of the love that can propel. It can propel us forward. It can only go forward. I have a saying where I don't go backward. I always go forward. And I don't think of failure. I think of lessons learned. So if something doesn't work out that way, it wasn't supposed to, it's founded in love, I'm focused on love, and I'm moving forward with that intention, it must manifest and bring fulfillment. And isn't that what we really want from manifesting anything? That peace of mind and fulfillment. And remember Ernest Holmes' words, really great words. Love points the way, and the law makes it possible. Famous words by Ernest Holmes. We let love point the way. And so really have your intentions based on that strong foundation of love. And the universe will do its work. It does it automatically. We don't know how it does it. It's that unformed substance. So we hold the vision, we hold the intention, and then we allow it to go into. That's why we, at the end of our affirmative prayer, we release this word into the intelligence of the law, which knows how to manifest. It knows so much better than we in our little minds, our little teeny brains and minds think we do. So, this is what I'm saying. For a brand new year, which is less than a week away, it's a few days away, 2021, that is now upon us, let's begin with that clean slate. Because the infinite possibilities are sitting right in front of us. They're always present. There is no finite manifestation. It's infinite, infinite. And the gift of living in a universe where everything is absolutely possible, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. And someone once wrote, you cannot go back and start over, my friend, but you can start right now and make a new end. Let us create the end of what we would like to see in our lives, what we would like to experience in our lives. Now, if you ask me, I would say that's a pretty darn important gift as we started out the talk this evening. You might even say it is the greatest gift of all. So set those intentions, base them on love, know that infinite possibilities are always available to us, and that no external circumstance can possibly stand in the way of our manifesting what our hearts desire when it is based on that foundation of love. So I say, happy New Year of 2021. Now, I'm going to go in.